What's up, you guys? Eddie at Fliptroniks. So I'm going to be comparing the Galaxy A80 versus the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. Okay, so these are two really nice mid-range phones. They are, somewhat comparable. Now, if you wanted to get this Sony right here, it's selling for like right around 400 bucks. The A80, which I think is a fantastic phone, is selling between like 550 and 650. Anyways, I'm going to cover the specs. We're going to do a video comparison, a sound comparison, and a gaming comparison. And I'll have links down there if you want to check out our full review on both phones on our website. Okay, the Xperia 10 Plus right here, it's got a 6.5-inch display. It's got Gorilla Glass on the front, but it's got a hard PC back to it. Now, one of the reasons I do like this Xperia quite a bit is because you can drop this phone, quite a few times, and it's likely you're not going to do any damage to it. On the flip side over here, you've got the Galaxy A80, which has got, a massive 6.7-inch, Super AMOLED display on it, and, honestly, it's got glass on both the front and back. If you do drop this phone, it is likely that you will, probably crack it. It's also got Gorilla Glass on the front. I forgot to mention that it's an LCD display on the Sony. So you're going to get a much better display going with the A80, but the price point on the Xperia 10 Plus is definitely, enticing. All right, so as far as processors go, you've got a Snapdragon 636 over here and then a Snapdragon 730. So the A80 is going to be a much more powerful phone. And then, of course, cameras, 12 megapixel back camera here on the Sony, and then you've got a 48 megapixel back camera here on the A80. Now, both phones do have LED flash features. You can do 4K video recording on the A80, which is another plus. But anyways, enough talking about the specs. Let's flip these phones over and, get a look at both of them. So, had this A80 for about a week now, and I've definitely enjoyed using it. When you're doing things with it, you really get the full display on here. There's really no notch. The Xperia, there is a little bit of a notch, obviously, at the top right here that you can see, but on the A80, you got that full screen. Okay, anyways, I want to throw up some Netflix, so we'll start things off with that. Kind of get a look at the video quality on here. Let's see where we're at as far as the loudness on here. I want to make sure they're both kind of like at 50% to really just kind of make them comparable. So let me check out the volume here. All right, cool. We're going to be basically on 50%. Okay, anyways, let's I guess load up Jupiter Ascending. Sure. All right, so you can definitely see, the difference on the LCD over here on the Sony compared to the Super AMOLED, no doubt about it. So you will get a much better picture quality, or display quality, on the A80 down here. So I gotta also say that, the Sony Xperia 10 Plus was kind of like my go-to phone for, Oh, did I load up the wrong movie here? Oh, I did. My bad. Red Sea? No, the Jupiter Ascending. Where are we at here? There we go. So I was trying to say that, the Xperia 10 Plus was my go-to phone for, watching Netflix right up until right now. I think the A80, you get the full display on here. It's pretty crazy, and, it's a great phone for watching video. So whether it's Netflix, YouTube, whatever, let's get a quick look at this. I'm gonna have to turn the volume up on both these phones because it's pretty quiet.
So, would it be the failure of reasons?
We may have inherited much as head of the business, but I inherited her heart.
What does that mean?
She named it.
Her beauty.
Her humor. It's part of her.
Unluckiness in love.
I think I saw this movie probably like a year or so ago, and it's not the greatest, but it might be worth watching if you're into like science fiction movies. Okay, anyways, gonna get out of here so we can load up some gameplay. But just the quality on watching video, like I said, it's going to be better down here in the A80, but you also got to remember that you can pick up this Xperia 10 Plus for like right at 400 when You're looking at like 550 to you know, 650 for the A80. Anyways, I'm gonna load up Into the Dead 2. This is a great, you know, first-person zombie shooter. Highly recommend it if you've never played it. We'll get into one level on each game, and I've basically got the volume now turned up close to the max on both phones, so I try to get there. Okay, anyways, well, I guess we'll start off with the A80 since it loaded up a little bit quicker. Get into some level 2 here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to do both phones at the same time. Alright, I've definitely got some skills when it comes to multitasking Into the Dead 2, no doubt.
We just pulled into Dad's. We'll be here for now. But don't... James here.
I'm gonna take it back to the home screen on both phones. Okay, so just you know, some closing comments here. I wanted to do, you know, a comparison because, you know, both these phones are really good mid-range phones that you can get right now. You know, if you've never really used a Sony before, the Xperia 10 Plus is awesome, especially for the price point of like exactly 400 bucks. You might actually be able to pick it up cheaper right now. So the A80 though, you know, I do think it's a beast of a phone. It's got that 6.7 inch Super AMOLED display. You know, it's great for gaming. You can see there was a little bit of a speed difference too. The A80 was loading stuff up faster. But with all that said, I still think they're two solid phones, you know, worth, you know, checking out if you're looking for something mid-range. So I'll have links down there if you want to check out our full review on both phones on our website. I'll also have links down there if you want to maybe buy either one of these on Amazon. Please hit the like and share on this, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.